Okay, good morning. I'm going to do an experiment, so it's not gonna be because I want to make a pretty picture, but I'm experimenting with golden fluid acrylics, and they are very expensive, 30 milliliters, and they are around between 5 and 8 euros, depends on the color. So that's what I'm going to try today. I have put them in my macro images, but I've never really done them on a painting, so this could totally, be nothing, but I'm going to try and make something out of it. What I've got mixed up today is titanium white, just the normal standard series from Amsterdam Acrylics. And I have my favorite color, of course, my turquoise green, number 661, which I always put in because I sort of like it. What I will be doing later on is I'm making another video where I'm gonna really thin down the paint, because that's something I almost never do. So just to test it and experiment a little bit, I'm going to be doing a 30 by 30 and then a very thin paint. So today's paint, I have the turquoise green and the titanium white. That's the standard series. And then I've got all these colors of fluid acrylics. So there's two sorts of let me get the colors for you. I have got some burnt orange, I have some magenta, and I have a really nice phthalo blue and primary cyan, and that's about it. So I'm going to put those away. So how I prepared them is that I put them just a bit in the cup, just a little bit. I added some pouring medium just to get a little bit of a consistency, because I was thinking, that's way too thin. And I put in a drop of the real thing, the dimethicone. And if you're not living in Holland, if you're living in Holland, you can put the name in, dimethicone, and Google it, and there's one company in Holland that sells it. And if you're somewhere else, I've heard that Amazon has dimethicone, so you could try it there. Of course, usually I use the silicone spray, but this time I thought I'd just go with the dimethicone. So, I haven't really figured out how I want to get the paint on the canvas yet. Could be doing a dirty pour, and then maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure yet. Just to be on the safe side, I've got my big pot full of palette knives, so I can use those if I really want to. So let's put up the sleeves. I could do pouring on top of each other. I could do that one though. Maybe I'll do that. Would that be something I want to do? Yeah, let's do that. It gets pretty messy if you do that. So I want to... So I want to put some sheets under there, because I'd like to get the drips all on here. Okay, that's better. That way I can do another one later and don't have to clean or refresh the plastic, I hope. So let's get started. I think I'll be doing the 4 drops. That would be good. So if you know what I'm doing, you can speed ahead in the video. I'm hoping there's going to be some really pretty formations. That's what I'm hoping for. And the pink. Some pink. And then I'd really like it to be the overall color pretty white. I kind of like that. I'm just doing it randomly. No, I don't have anything in mind, like the colors, how I'm going to be layering. I just look at it and think, okay, that looks pretty. I think I would like to keep this on one side. That'd be nice. So let's put some paints on there and put the brown in there, because brown and turquoise really look pretty. Okay, we got that color. We have the blue. We've already used that. Now let's put some more white on. That fluid acrylics sure makes pretty patterns, but that's not what I'm looking for at the moment. Let's put some around there and some here, just to get the canvas smooth. Oops, that was a bit too much. Let's put that over there. Put a little bit over here. I think we've got enough paint on there now. Yes, I think so. I still have a little white extra before, you know, something happens, because I always don't have enough paint. So we put the finger through like Mel D does, and let's see what's gonna happen. Well, not much, and I'm not really liking it. Oh, ugly. That is pretty ugly. So in I come with the white. And let's just do some more whites. That is pretty ugly. I don't like how that paint reacts at all. So people, keep your money, because that is something terrible. Jesus. Let's see what happens now. Not much. Don't like it. But I'm going to see if I can do something with it. Gotta get the sides just a little bit before I start torching. When I'm starting to swipe, you probably can't see it from up there, but there's cells by swiping. So I might just get out my big, huge palette knife and just swipe right over it. Okay, it's fully covered. I like this bit. That I'm not too fond of. Let's see how torching does something to it. Totally nothing. You see that? Just a little bit over here. Some movement here. But this is totally not what I like. So, in comes the big palette knife. And let's see what we can make of this. That is pretty. Wow, that is pretty. It's like a rainbow. It's already sticking to the paper. Okay. That is pretty nice. I like this. Now let's torch it again. Now everything's happening. Everything's starting to pop now. Here are some pretty big cells. I've got some canvas exposed here. Don't want that. And over here I got some canvas exposed. Gotta get me a little one. Put some in here. Well, apart from the first thing, you know, when I just tilted the canvas, that was pretty ugly because I didn't like that at all. But right now, this is pretty nice. I think it has something worth looking at. These cells are still getting bigger, and I see some lacing here. I'll hold it up in a bit, or put the iPad on it. Here I need a little swipe because it's looking like it's not part of that painting. Would I hang it on my wall? No, I don't think so. No. The thing is that when I'm doing these bigger canvases, they only cost like $1.79, so it's not a big deal, and it's usually because I can experience up close and big what the paint does. And the thing is, if you're not willing to experiment, you're gonna get nowhere with this acrylic pouring, because you really have to keep on going, experimenting, putting more water, less water, more pouring medium, changing your brands of silicone. The really big bit is how you get your paint on your canvas, because you can do the flip cup challenge, you can do like I just did, the Mel D way, where you pour all sorts of things, go with your finger and tilt the canvas. But you got to have a little bit of thin paint there, because otherwise it doesn't really move. You can put it on there, just layer it on and come in with your palette knife and do something with it. You can do what I did yesterday, put the Yupo on and pull it off. I still might do that with this one, because I did some tests with Yupo to see if I could get something really pretty for under the camera. I had one or two what I liked, like this bit. I like that. But I might just do it now. So what I usually then do is just look for a part that I don't like, put it on there and rip it off. And what I don't like now is that it shows you those fingers, because then you can see you've been pressing stuff on there. So usually that's because you don't have enough paint, and the paint is thick, so it leaves those marks on the paper. I'm gonna do just a little mixing here with a little green and a little white, putting it on the paper, as you can see. And I'm gonna do one more just here in the corner. Like that. See what the fluid acrylic does. There's something in there that makes it, I don't know, reacts, and it just goes over the top, and not very pretty. And I'm going to show you that up close, because that is something to think about. Let me get off my gloves and get my iPad. What I'm talking about is the corner here. See that what it does? Like makes those ice patterns. But this one here, this is what I really like. Let's see. Whoops. This part, this is what I like right here. Let's see if I can get you in close. That is a nice pattern. But I'm not liking this bit. So the rest of it, how it turned out, I'll show you. This thing doesn't do a very good job of focusing. Okay, I think I got it in focus. There are some nice parts, but overall I'm not happy with it. I hate it when you get these parts like here. Yuck, I just hate it. Look how ugly that is. And then you can have really nice parts, but if you got some of those ugly parts in there, you're gonna be looking at that the whole time. Let's see if I can get the glimmer off. See, I like that bit. That's where the turquoise green reacted with everything. So my lesson for today is I'm not going to be using any more fluid acrylics. Number one, it's way too expensive. Number two, I don't really like how they react. Look at this. That's the fluid acrylic. It's just ugly. So let me do something here. Zip. Goodbye, and I'll torch it in a minute. So again, thank you for watching, and maybe I'll do the other experiment later this afternoon. I'm not sure yet, but hope you liked it, and see ya.